Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you one and all for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Join me here. Corbin.
Yeah,
Corbin, please. Corbin, please.
Corbin,
No, I thought you were done talking for a second. I was like, yeah, sure. Feels good to be here. Sorry.
All right, maybe I am done talking.
Is class over?
Okay, class, I have good news. Everybody. Hi, I'm Mr. Curtis. I'm the teaching assistant, and crisis is averted. Okay, I don't know if you.
It's inside out now.
We have dodged the crisis, and the crisis is last class. One of our lovely students emailed in to say that I was missing a Spinnerack, and you know what? I found the Spinnerack.
Where'd you find it?
It was hiding. Actually, it had followed Corbin home. It was hiding under his bed, and I did have to track him down by smell, but I did find him, and so he's back in the clutch, and he only maybe nibbled on Corbin once or twice while he was sleeping.
Oh, I was wondering why there was a new scratch on my arm. Control your creatures. It's disgusting.
I know. Well, they just. To some of them, I guess you just smell really appealing, Corbin. They're like,
I'm glad somebody's, appealed by me.
But the Spinnerack has returned. It's back in my safe and loving clutch.
Keep
of
it there,
arms,
or I burn it next time.
There you go.
That's
right.
Whoa!
Don't you threaten my
I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Since the professor is still declining to talk, I'll introduce myself. This is a new intro. I love this. Hi, everyone. It's me, trainer in training. Pokemon trainer Corbin. Glad to be here. Happy to be here. Now I'm terrified that there's a Spinnerack crawling on me at all times. So control your litter of Spinneracks, or I'm going to be very angry. And I might just purchase a flamethrower. Just saying. Yeah, didn't sleep too well last night. My roommate.
As if fire could hurt my Spinneracks.
Oh, you want to bet, huh, buddy? You want to tussle? Anyways, as I was saying, I didn't sleep too well last night because Gordon was keeping me awake with his snoring. He's my roommate. That looks suspiciously like a Mr. Rhyme, but he's not. He just likes to dress like one.
Sure. Okay. In tap dance.
I promise. But yeah, guys, happy to be here. A little sleepy, but I'm making up for it with my insane energy. Oh, I probably need a nap here. Professor, can we take a nap now since you don't want to talk? Professor?
Please, Professor.
He's just standing in the corner. Mr. Curtis, why is he standing in the corner? Is he okay? He's just not talking at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, So, Mr. Curtis, are you doing another study session this week, or?
I had one last week. And I plan to do another one this week. Yeah, you're invited. You're gonna come.
What time and where is it again?
I
can't make it.
It's in. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
well.
Sorry. I'll be busy during that. What time did you say it was? Sorry.
It's at 5.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I won't really be within proximity to where it's gonna be around that time. So. Yeah, but I'm sure you'll have a good time. You'll have to record it, put up your little camera or the audio device we use here and record the lesson or the whatever study session. And, you can send it to me. It's not, I would say it's not personal, but it is personal. I don't really like.
Oh, Corbin.
What?
What's that?
What's
it's
up?
just slid. It's slid under the door.
What is that?
Oh, it's a letter.
It's a letter?
Yes.
Who dropped that off?
I don't know. It just slid out from under the door, and it looks like it's from one of our wonderful students at home.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, we got that. Was that? Oh, wow. That's some slow mail.
Yeah.
Why don't they just put it in the mailbox?
Usually it comes through Gengar mail. I don't know where that came from.
That's weird. Maybe it was a little like Pelipper or something that dropped it off. I don't know. Did they let them inside the building? I don't know. Anyways, well, okay. What's this first email say, Mr. Curtis?
Looks like it is from a Professor Wiltz. Looks like they're over from the Galar region.
Oh, hey!
Not one that I'm personally familiar with.
Oh wow!
But I've got some feelers over there.
Okay.
Some fellow assistants in the Interregional Society of assistance to professionalism.
Gotcha. Right.
So maybe we can get my assistants or my co-assistants hooked up with their assistants, and I don't know. Let's see where we go.
Well, at least we have one professor that's willing to talk to us right now. So let's read what it says.
All right. So let me address read the address. Here we go.
Read the address.
That's right. Dear Professor Jacob, recently resurrected Spinarak, Decidueye, and Arctivish lover, Squirtle, Murderer.
That's right.
Night Mothers, Paperboy, Almanite, Pilferer. I like your Maraca flavored aura, Mr. Curtis.
Who let him read?
And Cyndaquil Bowler.
Sister Bowler. You thought that said sister, Mr. Curtis? It says Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil Bowler Hat Seller, Zinc's best friend, Snap Crackle Pop, like the popcorn, son of my little blood in blender boy, Ditto's slit of a mouth, Corbin.
Feels like you can't say that, buddy.
Yeah, well, okay, so those are all of our titles. Okay, so it's Professor Jacob, and then it's...
Don't read it again, please don't read it again, please.
Oh, did you guys already start class?
Yeah, Professor,
did you, it's weird that normally you wait for me, but...
I thought you were in the corner of the room.
I guess if we're already in the middle of it, I'll just,
I'm confused. I thought you were in the corner of the room. What is that over there then? It looks just like you. Is that a mannequin with all your clothes on it?
There's nothing over there, Corbin. You're pointing at nothing.
No, it was. But
that's weird.
There was something in the corner that looked just like you that was just staring at the corner.
I swear.
Right, you saw it too, Mr. Curtis.
Well, I swear I heard the professor intro the class. I'm not sure, what happened.
It wasn't me.
Wait. You weren't here at the start, Professor? You didn't introduce everybody?
I mean, I normally start the class, so I feel like the start is now.
That's right.
But yeah. I guess if you guys started it already, no, I was not here at the beginning of the class. I mean, honestly, it's nice to know that my students are so eager that they, want to start the lesson as soon as possible, even if I'm not in the room.
Something that looked like you started the class, so we're just gonna keep on going. I think that's a good decision.
I think that's a problem that's best left unaddressed, personally.
Okay.
But I'm assuming since you guys are, I think, in the middle of a Gengar mail, then I'm assuming you've already introduced yourselves.
Yes, yes, we have.
Yeah, we're at the part where we've introduced ourselves. Now we're at the part where we're reading the Gmails. Yes.
Okay, great. Well, since I missed it, can you read the first line again, please?
Oh, sure. Of course.
Thank you.
Let me get right in here.
You.
And
I'm sure.
Please.
I've got.
No, you don't need to.
I've got lots of practice. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, and it's our title. So.
Syrup.
All right.
Drink.
Dear Professor Jacob, recently resurrected Spinarak, Decidueye, and Arctivish lover, Squirtle Murderer, Night Mother's Paperboy, Almanite Pilferer, I like your Maraca flavored aura, Mr. Curtis. That was my title. And then
of course,
Cyndaquil Bowler Hat Seller, Zinc's best friend, Snap Crackle Pop, like the popcorn, son of a mime, little blood in a blender boy, Ditto slit of a mouth, Corbin.
My favorite part so first of all, that was amazing. Great work, Mr. Curtis.
Thank you.
My favorite part of those intros is how, at the end, Professor Wiltz just kind of gives up on the commas.
Yeah, I like that too. I don't understand the little blood in a blender reference. I don't get that. I don't recall what that is referencing, Professor Wiltz.
I'm not sure either, but I do know that son of a mime.
I'm also not convinced I've been present at every lesson, so it might have been something that we've said.
There's a lot of stuff for students to theorize about this lesson. I love it.
I mean, I meant mentally.
Right, of course.
But let me go on. Professor Wilt says, I recently was browsing the National Pokedex and realized with a worried glance that they had already added around another 15 Pokemon to the Paldea region. Not yet verified, but very much discovered. I was panicked that Corbin might never
more
receive
than 3 months worth of classes.
I was panicked that Corbin might never receive his starter Pokemon, so I went to the police office to talk with all the Officer Jennies, and now with a spook of my Gengar, a supersonic flight to see Chairman Rose on my Garchomp, and a signing of paperwork all done by my Giratina's many arms, Corbin is allowed to have his first Pokemon now, but there are some restrictions.
I feel like that's all made up, Professor.
This is the only Pokemon Corbin may receive as a gift, celebratory present, or otherwise. He's completely entitled to try and fail to catch Pokemon on his own. It must be.
We know he can't throw a Pokeball, so I don't think there's really any hope of him catching.
Hey! I can kick a ball. I can kick a ball.
His small, spindly 10-year-old arms can't catch it. Can't throw the thing.
Number 2, it must be a starter Pokemon. No comment. Okay.
Okay.
And number 3, Corbin must have learned about said Pokemon in class.
All right. There's 162 options. I love it.
So, it must be a starter.
No, it must be a starter.
So
turn that knob down.
18 options. There's 18 options.
So I decided Corbin's first Pokemon is ... a Totodile.
Woohoo! All right.
And then,
I can't believe I get my own Totodile.
And then, just after that, there's a side note here to me and the professor. It says, Professor Jacob, Mr. Curtis, if you so try to take away Corbin's Pokemon in any way possible, please be informed that I work on legendary, pseudo-legendary, and mythical Pokemon research. Plus, all of the Officer Jennies are on my side. My Garchomp and I will deliver Corbin's Totodile. Garchomp. Will deliver Corbin's Totodile safely enclosed in a Pokeball at 3 o'clock today. Have a good day, Professor Wiltz in Galar. P.S. Mr. Curtis, I will come to the library study session bearing a pseudo-legendary Spinarak crossbred with a dragon-type DNA. She's a beauty. Well,
where to begin with that?
Well, there's a lot to unpack.
Now, I do see that they included the documentation from the Officer Jennies, and I'm kind of reading it right now, and it does look like it's all written in crayon. I'm not sure I can guarantee the validity of these documents, Corbin.
Now, honestly, is that common for professors in Galar to be writing in crayon? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I haven't made it over to the region recently, so.
Also, what does Chairman Rose have to do with this? Chairman Rose is in. Wait, no, Chairman Rose is in Galar. Never mind.
Yeah,
he was in Paldea. Ignore me.
Yeah, I didn't Chairman Rose get
dethroned?
I was gonna say dethroned. He wasn't like a king, right?
Yeah.
he was definitely arrested. He's got a record.
Yes, I mean I don't know what to say he has. But also I have the ultimate say over whether or not my students get Pokemon, and Corbin.
So I do get a Totodile.
No, you do not get a Pokemon. Now they did. So the box with the Pokeball did arrive.
Oh, it arrived. It came early.
Well, no, it just said 3 o'clock today. It came at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before
early
the
package.
Class started, and they knocked on my door and woke me up, and I was very upset, so I threw it out the window.
You threw my gift out the window?
Oh, I thought it was mine. I was half awake, half asleep.
So why would you throw your own package out of the window?
Because I was very upset that they had woken me up in the middle of the night. Corbin, keep up.
Now it's for nothing.
Just said that.
Because now it's for nothing, because you don't get but from that mindset, you wouldn't get to keep your package. You just pitched it.
Yeah, I don't want a package that would wake me up at 3 in the morning.
No matter what it is.
Corbin, keep up, Corbin.
I'm keeping up.
Luckily, Terry was the one that found it outside in the lawn when they were working on the irrigation this morning. So
how'd it get all the way over here?
Yeah, how did it get all the way over here, Mr. Curtis?
Well, your penthouse suite is in the building across the street, so I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that far of a throw.
You have a strong arm, Professor.
I guess. I think the wind really caught it.
Yeah.
You ever play baseball?
No, I played football though.
Oh,
in high school.
Not me. Too skinny for that.
I remember he's got a reward for being a star footback.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah. Though that's the trophy is behind you. Star footback. Okay.
Yep, the gold star footback. That's me.
Yep.
Anyways, Mr. Curtis, you were derailing my plans.
No, I did. Terry found the Pokeball. and brought it into class today. It's over there.
Well, thank you very much. I think I'll just pick this up and then. So this is mine now. This is my Pokemon.
Well, so I was I didn't think anything of it in particular because it is cracked, and no longer functioning. So.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a broken Pokemon.
Wait, what does that mean for the Pokemon inside?
What does that mean for the Pokemon inside? Is it dead? What happens there?
I to be honest, I don't know. But there's definitely look, you can just open it.
So you just, I mean, I see that, but like, okay, so you didn't find any Pokemon lying around outside?
No, I'm sorry.
Well, there's a Totodile out there somewhere. Luckily,
there's a Totodile on the loose in Goldenrod. Everyone look out.
Luckily, it's, the Johto region. It's their natural habitat, so it should be fine.
I'm sure
fine,
Gunk
maybe.
will find a friend eventually. So
That's right.
Anyways, thank you, Professor Wiltz, for your Gengar mail. Unfortunately, it's sad that we can't let Corbin have a Pokemon just yet. I know a lot of students want that, but it's in Corbin's best interest to learn about every single Pokemon first.
Guys, there have been a lot of requests for me to get a Pokemon early. Like half of the Flapple podcast reviews say, give him one. Give him Zinc. There's like 10 of them.
Students really want you to have Zinc.
People really want me to win one because I'm bullied every day.
You're not bullied every day, Corbin. That's an exaggeration.
that's right.
He's only bullied like every other day.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
All right. This next Gengar mail comes to us from Jack.
Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Hello, Professor Jacob. My name is Jack, and I'm one of your newer classmates who joined around your talk on the fossil Pokemon. And while I haven't listened to all of your lessons yet, I promise I will, eventually. If only so I can figure out some of the lore that has accumulated in this class. There's no lore.
No lore. What do you think this is, a video game?
Yeah,
huh?
no.
What do you think this is, a
film? A TV show?
You think this is a
podcast
motion
series?
picture?
You
Huh?
think
Come
this
on.
is a fan theory?
Yeah, what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? Wait, no, that doesn't work.
No.
What is this? Some kind of welcome to the world of Pokemon? But no, there's no lore. It's just actual events that happen to us.
This is history.
History.
Do you go
History.
to
There's
history?
a word for that.
Do you call history class lore class, Jack? Because I don't.
You have lore
This is
homework
history.
that
This
you
is
have to do?
documented. Yeah, this is documented history.
Sorry, guys. I can't come and play it. I have a lore report I have to write.
I got a lore exam.
Did you guys get your lore textbooks yet? Anyways, thank you for writing it and being a fan of the class.
Yeah, we really appreciate you and your support. Thank you.
Thank
That's so sarcastic, Corbin.
I'm being serious.
That was so sarcastic. Anyways, Jack goes on to say, but for the future, I look forward to the eventual lessons on Fanpy and Donphan.
Those are
and
good
yes, I said Fanpy. That is how you pronounce it. Look it up.
Are you serious? This whole time, I feel like I'm being gaslit. I thought it was Fanpy.
It's Phanpy. It's not Fanpy. All right?
Oh.
Fanpy.
Well, I believe you, Professor.
Next, you're gonna tell me there's no O in for alligator.
There is no O in
I'm
alligator.
just kidding. I knew that. I'm just teasing.
Oh, you're such a goofy little kid today.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely Fanpy. I think you changed that recently. The dictionary.
Well, then I guess, throw the Pokedex into the dumpster because it says Fanpy. Anybody
All
can
right,
go look.
Pokedex, you are joining the Pokeball that was delivered to Professor Jacob. Here we go.
Into the trash can.
Boom, baby.
Anyways, Jack goes on to say, now just keep in mind. It's Fanpy, and I'm gonna say it a lot in this the rest of this Gmail, so let's not focus on it, okay?
Okay, Professor.
Well, I haven't started my journey yet. My dad has already given me a Fanpy to become friends with, and I would love to learn more before Peapod, my Fanpy, and I go on our adventure. Yeah, Peapod, amazing name.
Peapod is a 10 out of 10 name.
Great name for Fanpy.
No cap.
Fanphy. Fanfur.
He's melting.
That's right.
Fanpy.
And Jack says, if you don't already have a Fanpy or a Donphan for your lesson, my mom and dad have a lot on our property. They might be able to send you one. Best, Jack.
That'd be great.
Thank you so much, Jack. Well, I guess we'll have to see. I haven't looked that far ahead for my Pokemon requisitions. But we'll keep that in mind. Mr. Curtis, what do you think on a gold star here?
Well, I appreciate the insight that they provided, and the Peapod is such a good name. Now I didn't
It's a gold star name. Peapod, gold star name.
Star name for that one.
I didn't hear him talk about how much he loves Spinarak or how bug types are better than Phanpys.
Who cares?
Okay, but like imagine he did.
Okay, all right. That's just like a baseline.
Yeah, just assume that there is like an underwritten Spinarak is great in all of the Gengar mails that we get.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll give him a gold star this time around. So
okay,
happy gold star holiday to you.
All right, thank you to both of the students who sent in Gengar
Thank
mails.
you.
Well, student and other professor.
Oh, student and other professor. That's correct.
Yeah, right. Well, a professor can also be a student. I think the professor learns stuff from us every day.
I don't know about that.
I do learn things every day.
Do you like from being with me and him? Like you learn from us, like from me and from that guy right there, right?
Well, does anybody know what Pokemon we're talking about today?
Oh, this is a good one. This is a really good one.
I think so.
It's got to be Decidueye.
It's a very important. You know, you're not as far off as you normally are, Mr. Curtis. It's
so
not
you're
Decidueye.
saying I'm right? Oh.
It's not Decidueye.
Is it Pelipper? Or as Mr. Curtis calls it, Pelipepper?
Pelipper?
No, it's not. It's not Pepler. Or Pelipper, as it's correctly pronounced. It is a flying type Pokemon, though.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Flying type.
So
looks kind of. I mean, kind of, sort of similar to Decidueye in Dartrix and a Rowlet. That whole line.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Noivern?
No.
No. Is it?
Guys,
wait a minute. Is it Hoothoot?
I mean, we yes, it is.
Oh!
Hoothoot. We're learning about Hoothoot today.
Hey, all right.
Wow.
Now, this is a very, very important Pokemon for us because, as you may know, it is the mascot of the Saffron City Learning Center and all
Correct.
of its branches.
It's in the logo, everybody. Listen how meta we're getting this lesson. It's the logo.
It's not. I don't think that's meta.
Well, it is for me.
Okay, sure. And in fact,
I prefer the word emblem. Thank you. That's the class seal, if you will.
No, seal is a different Pokemon, Mr. Curtis. We learned about that.
That's
stupid.
That's true.
Come
That's
on.
true. You're right, Professor.
Emblem's fine, mascot's fine, logo kinda, I guess. But we'll learn a little bit why the forefathers of the Saffron City Learning Center decided to choose Hoothoot as its representative going forward from some of these Pokedex.
Forefathers, man. I wish I had 4 dads. I can't even keep one around.
You don't even have one. Yeah, I mean, well, you do. And he misses you very much. He
He came back
every day.
He came back.
No, I mean it's he signs it, Mr. Mime.
Oh, that's not my dad. I'm moving on. Moving on.
Did you say Unova?
Moving on.
Oh, moving on. But yes, so we do have a Hoothoot here in class.
We sure do. Hey, Lex.
It's been in every single lesson for while we've been here in the Johto region. And yes, it is Lex.
Woohoo! My main man.
Yes, some of you may have heard Lex and his cry. So something we'll learn is that Hoothoots cry at the same time every single day, and it just so happens that it's around 15 minutes into every lesson is the time that.
Oh, spoilers!
Yeah.
There's the big reveal.
Yeah.
Is that big reveal? What are you talking about?
We had people theorizing in the Discord why Lex hoots in every single lesson, and somebody theorized that it was to get people to stop talking.
Oh.
No. Oh, no. That would never stop us.
As if Lex had that much power. Please.
Well, the bowl of beans has been spilled, everybody.
Oh, bowl of beans, Lex.
I do appreciate you, Lex. Thank you, Lex. You do a great job keeping us on track, though.
Yeah, appreciate you, Lex. Love you.
Yeah, keep it up, Lex. Hey,
Hugs
and while
and kisses.
we're at it, let's describe Lex to the students at home who might not.
We don't
know
need
what
to.
a Hoothoot
Look at
looks
the
like.
logo. Stop what you're doing when you're listening to this. Back out on Spotify, on Flapple. Look at the logo. There you go. That's Lex. That's literally Lex. He's wearing a bow tie right now in front of us. That's him. It's not just a Hoothoot. That's Lex.
If you're
Boom.
doing dishes, put them down. If you're vacuuming, stop it. If you're driving a car, just pull out your phone and look at it.
Pull over the side of the road.
Don't even worry about pulling over.
I don't care if you're running late for work, Stanley. Just pull over and whip out your phone.
Looking at you, Stanley.
Stanley, listen, Stanley.
Stanley could stand to
got him.
Get to work on time better. I don't know.
That's right. All right. Now you're good. You can go back to work. Go back to driving.
Okay, but also still describe it, Corbin.
Okay. So describing it, it basically looks like a little ball, with a.
It's just like a little guy.
But the way it stands, the way that Lex right now is perched, is that it looks like it has on the perch. It looks like it has one leg, but it's not. It actually is two.
Whoa.
They're just kind of on top, like one in front of the other. There's actually two legs there.
I
Corbin,
did not know that.
This is an incredible amount of insight that you have provided. I don't think it's. Did you say it's one in front of? Did you say it's one in front of the other?
It looks like from this angle where I'm sitting, it looks like it's one leg in front of the other.
Okay, well that's not quite right, but
okay.
But you're right in saying that it looks like it only has one, but it does in fact have 2 feet. So
right,
Okay. Yeah.
That was a C+ answer, Corbin. Good
Woo-hoo!
job.
I'll take a C+. C's get degrees, baby. But it's got a brown body covered in feathers. And a little cream, little circle area on its tummy. It's got 2 little wings, no hands, and then it has one of the most, prominent features. Again, as you can see in the logo. If you don't remember, you can stop again on the side of the road while you're driving and go check. It has these two.
Just put your foot directly onto the brake right now.
Right now, no matter who's behind you, it doesn't matter.
Okay, no, don't do that.
They'll understand.
I legally have to say don't do that. Don't do that.
Once you get into an accident and you say, I had to pull over to see the picture of this Hoothoot, they'd be like, carry on, that's fine. They won't.
That makes sense.
Won't press charges, they'll just drive away. So the Hoothoot has orange eyes.
And then your car will magically fix itself.
And your car will fix itself. There you go. The Hoothoot has orange eyes, and it's surrounded by these black circles, which it has like these little like not indentions, but like little parts coming out that make it look like, 3 long eyelashes or whatever on each side. And then at the top, it has these arrow-shaped little, I'm not even sure what they are, if they're feathers or
eyebrows?
not.
I thought those were his glasses grippers.
Yeah, sure. They look like glasses grippers.
Glasses grippers?
Yeah.
But they look like little arrows on top of its head that are coming out. They're really, really cool and sleek.
They're like its eyebrows.
They're like eyebrows. It's like eyebrows. And then, of course, it has a little beak in the middle. That's a little lighter pink color. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Hoothoot is adorable. We love you, Lex. Appreciate you keeping us on time.
Yes. Now, we can't forget that Lex is, a working Pokemon. So we can't be distracting him a lot while we are, while he's trying to do his job.
Yeah. But I will, Lex, you do great job today. I will give you a treat early. So here's a treat for you. Let me toss it up.
Ain't that sweet? Look at that.
Oh wow, he caught it right in his mouth, and he didn't lose tempo either.
Wow,
right.
Perfect.
All right, let's get into some of these Pokedex entries. Are we all ready?
I'm ready.
Of course.
I'm ready.
All right. Starting off in the Johto region, the first entry says, it always stands on 1 foot. It changes feet so fast, the movement can rarely be seen. Yes. So, I think the other foot is, in its plumage somewhere.
Yeah,
tucked
again,
up,
up next
hard to see. Yeah, it's somewhere tucked up in that thing.
T-shirt?
Tucked up in that thing with a Hoothoot
Tucked
on
up
it?
in that thing, maybe?
Tucked up in that thing with a Hoothoot? I'm into it.
Okay. All right. Make it happen, Portia.
Maybe it can have a little chalk ghost outline of the second foot. That'd be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like saying oh, something used to be here.
Oh, not here anymore. Because it's tucked up in that thing.
That's right. Tucked up in that thing.
It's the worst t-shirt idea we've ever had. The next entry says, it has a perfect sense of time. Whatever happens, it keeps rhythm by precisely tilting its head in time.
Wow. Okay. Perfectly in sync.
Back and forth. Hypnotic, even. Kind of just, makes
Even if I get rid of every clock, it'll know.
Well, yeah, no, it doesn't pay attention to clocks at all.
Right. No clocks needed here.
I can't.
Another t-shirt.
I know. See the same thing. Great t-shirt idea.
Go on, Mr. Curtis.
I just said I can't watch Lex for too long because it just it hypnotizes me a little bit.
Yeah, puts you in a trance.
I lose a couple hours every day just looking at Lex.
He's beautiful. Really is a beautiful boy.
It really puts Curtis in a very suggestive state.
Don't like that word.
No? It just he's prone to suggestion. No, like what a hypnotist does.
I mean, I'll always take your suggestions, Professor.
What about mine?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. You stay over there.
This next entry says, it begins to hoot at the same time every day. Some trainers use them in place of clocks.
Okay.
Which seems dumb to me.
I mean, do we even have a clock in here?
No, but hey, I didn't make this classroom.
That's true.
Okay, so we know when 9:15 is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every day. That's when, Lex makes us cry. But beyond that, we have no idea what time it is unless we're specifically counting every single time Hoothoot knocks its head back and forth.
Well, you know what that means. You just have to have a bunch of different Hootoots.
Or you put a little counter or something next to its head, so whenever it moves to a side, it hits the counter and it counts up.
Ah, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So you got to take 9:15 and then you got to add take however many are on the counter, multiply it by 2, divide that by 60 seconds, divide that by 60 minutes, and that'll help you figure out what time it is.
Whoa. Now
Whoa.
you're assuming that it tilts its head every second?
I don't know.
I mean, we have nothing that said that it's a second per head tilt. It could be, 2 seconds per head tilt. We don't know. We'd have to measure it.
That's true. But we don't have a clock. We just have.
We don't have a clock.
We just have Lex.
Right. We got Lex.
How do we know?
Okay, here's what we do. No. Here's what we do. All right, we just count how many times a Hoothoot tilts its head in a day. All right. Then we take that number and kind of divide it into some even number. And then that becomes our unit of measurement.
Okay, I believe that.
So I say we get rid of minutes, hours, and seconds. We don't need those anymore. No, we're on Hoothoot time now.
Hoothoot time, baby.
We just live. I am 3/4 of the day through Hoothoot time. That's what I am right now.
I live a quarter Hoothoot at a time.
Oh my goodness! It's a quarter past the
it's a quarter past the
Hoothoot.
Oh man, it's Hoothoot 30. I gotta go to bed.
It's Hoothoon. That's midday.
Hoothoon.
It's instead of noon.
Oh my gosh.
It's midday.
What do we call Happy New Year now?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Hoot.
Happy New Hoot. Happy Hoot Year.
Happy Hoot Year.
Hoot Year is good.
No, we can't say year. It's not years anymore.
Happy New.
We need a name that people are familiar with, so it works. Happy Hoot Year.
People know the word happy.
No, how Happy Hoot Year works.
But it's not. But then you have to.
Oh my goodness! Happy full Hoothoot cycle.
It's Happy New or Happy Hoot Year, but then it has a little asterisk next to it, up in the corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to say that Happy Hoot Year asterisk.
Well, what does the asterisk represent, though?
And then it'll say then you got to scroll down the page, and then in parentheses at the bottom.
Get to the bottom of the page.
And then parentheses down at the bottom, and it says year in context above is not reflective of a traditional calendar cycle, but in fact a Hoothoot cycle. So a more accurate representation would be Happy Hoot Cycle. But that does not conform with normal convention, so we're using Happy Hoot Year as just a bridge to accommodate people's sense of tradition. Thank you very much.
I think that's really the only option we can do, and if we could get that on a T-shirt, then I think
that's gonna be our
golden.
best-selling T-shirt right there.
There you go.
All right, let's move on. The next entries come to us from the Hoenn region. And this one's really interesting, so make sure you got your notes ready.
Oh, I'm always ready to go with my notes.
He grabs it and shakes it in the air so excitedly every time. Every time I mention notes. All right, so this entry says Hoothoot has an internal organ that senses and tracks the Earth's rotation. Using this special organ, this Pokemon begins hooting at precisely the same time every day.
Interesting.
What's the name of that organ? Do we find out?
I don't think so, no. I don't think it's named in the Pokedex. So it's up for grabs in my book.
What do we think it's called, huh? The Hootigus?
Hootigus Maximus.
You couldn't let us like joke around with a couple before you landed on the best possible one, Corbin.
Oh, sorry.
You couldn't let us pad out the time a little bit by giving us
no
just a few
padding,
stinkers to start with.
No.
I was gonna say the Hoot Sack.
Oh, why is your? Did we have name something else a sack too? We always go to sacks when it comes to naming organs.
Well, because I'm not much of a trombone player.
But
hold for laughter.
Pause for the laugh track that Portia's gonna edit in.
Pause for laughter.
We're still pausing. They're still laughing. It's crazy.
They're still laughing. It's crazy. It's laugh track still going, isn't it? Isn't it, Portia? Thank you for adding the laugh track in post production. Appreciate it.
Anyways, so you said the Hootigus.
The Hootigus, yeah.
Hootigus Maximus.
Well, I mean, is it I feel like if there's a Maximus, there has to be a
Well, actually, that's not the real name. It's the Hootigus ladorsini. That's the tendon that connects to the Hootigus Maximus.
What connects it to what?
There's
the brain.
There's a tendon that connects it to its heart.
Wow.
To the heart.
To the heart of the hoot.
Oh, wow. How do you know this, Corbin?
Got to get to the heart of the hoot.
Let's just say
T-shirt. Yo, we are just,
we are rolling out
these T-shirt ideas.
I know a thing or two about Hoothoot. I mean, listen, I did a little bit of Hoothoot research for a research paper for one of my last teachers, and learned quite a bit. So honestly, we could probably just take the day off.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Curtis still doesn't know anything about Hoothoot.
That's right.
Even though he's taken this 7 times.
Well, there's a lot of Pokemon you have to remember every time you take this class.
Corbin. Yeah, it's pretty judgmental of you, Corbin. How would I go back and quiz you on some of the things we've learned about other Pokemon, Corbin, and see how much you remember?
We don't have time.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. You're right. We don't have time. All right, the Hootigus Ladorsi?
Ladorsi. That's the tendon.
The tendon.
The Hootigus Maximus is the
organ.
Okay. Hootigus Ladorsi.
Hootigus Ladorsi is the tendon that connects it to the heart.
I'm pretty sure that was my mother's name, Hootigus Ladorsi.
Hold for applause again. Hold for laughter.
Oh, applause! Thank you, one and all. Wow, I didn't expect to win the joke awards this lesson.
The gold star for best joke. We need to start giving those out.
Yeah. Well, okay, listen. This isn't about comedy, all right? This isn't supposed to be funny.
It's not.
All right? Which is why all those reviews that say this isn't funny are right and, good.
That's right. Shout out to the 1-star reviews on Flapple. We love you guys. Thank you for letting us know that we're not funny and that we swear too much in the beginning.
I don't know what you're talking about. We never swore. Don't go back and check. We never
check.
This
has
always been a family-friendly affair.
That's right. Bring the kids over. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, over lesson, 50 or something.
Yeah. Start them at 50.
All right. Moving on to the Sinnoh region. There's actually a decent amount of entries here, which is great.
All right.
We've kind of been in a Pokedex entry drought for these last few lessons, but not for Hoothoot.
I'm thirsty.
I hate that. So the first entry says, it always stands on one foot. Even when attacked, it does not brace itself using both feet.
Wow. Fearless.
Does that mean it just kind of falls over? It just or is it just so stable on one foot it can brace itself with one foot? What do you think? I'm asking what you think.
I think it's stable enough with one that it doesn't need to use the other.
Okay. Mr. Curtis, you kind of
I think, it switches so fast back and forth, right? So it doesn't really need, it could still stand on one because as soon as it gets pushed or knocked in any direction, it just switches right quick to the other one. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not gonna brace it. I don't think it's still 1 foot.
Maybe it will brace it because if it comes down so fast, it's gonna stop it from falling over. So if you're being pushed on if you're standing on 1 foot and you're being pushed over, your initial reaction is going to be to put your other foot down.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it's doing. It's just doing it so fast it looks like the foot doesn't change.
And it's providing that negative force, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is bracing itself technically.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of critical thinking today. I love
I
it.
know. Wow. What happened to our brains?
What is this, class? Ah!
It is class. The next entry says it switches its standing foot so quickly it can't be seen. It cries at the same time every day. Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep. Yes, he does. Don't you like Suzy, good boy?
And then the last entry in the Sinnoh region says, it marks time precisely. Some countries consider it to be a wise friend, versed in the world's ways. Yeah, so a wise friend, huh?
Heard it from a friend. Hoothoot.
I consider Lex pretty wise.
No, hold for applause. Hold on.
Oh, thank you, sorry.
Hold for applause. There you go.
Friend, you were messing around. Boom, boom, boom. Together, oh, baby. The Hoothoot is driving me crazy. He's always in the corner and he's messing around. Boom, boom, boom.
Man, I love Ario Speedwag Golisopod.
What a great band.
Okay, let's move on from the Sinnoh region and on to, what, do you think the Unova region had something?
I'm gonna assume no because they kind of suck.
I'm gonna go straight to Alola next.
Okay, you're guessing Alola's the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, so Unova just repeats Sinnoh, and Kalos also repeats other regions. But Mr. Curtis guessed this correctly, the Alola region has some new entries here, which is fun. Okay. So the first one says, every day it tilts its head in the same rhythm. A long time ago, people raised these Pokemon to serve as clocks.
Okay.
Well, they still do.
Yeah, I mean, here in the GCLC, BOT, SCLC, we, uphold that tradition.
I think Lex, when I first saw Lex, I thought that. I was like, you know what he's serving? He's serving clock. That's what I thought when I first
is that the energy he puts out? Is clock?
That's the energy he puts out. It's giving clock. It's serving
clock is the color of your energy.
Whoa.
All right. The next entry here says it cries out at the same time every day. A long time ago, people cherished it and considered it a divine messenger sent to tell the time.
Ooh.
Now, Professor, here's the question.
I'm sorry, I don't see a hand raised.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Yes, Mr. Curtis, you have a question.
Thank you, Professor. Now, were Hoots naturally born with their Hootius Maximuses and were natural clock keepers, and prehistoric trainers just said, "Oh, that would be cool," or did they? Was there like a pre-Hoothoot that then was selectively bred?
A hoot, if you will.
Yeah, selectively bred to accentuate those facts, and were they bred to be tools? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I have no way of knowing, Mr. Curtis. Although I would say from the Pokedex entries, it does seem like, they already had that ability, like, to do that, and, humans saw that and utilized it for their own good. Mm-hmm. However, it does beg the question as to why does Hoothoot have an internal organ that senses and tracks the Earth's rotation?
What natural reason does
Hoothoot the Hootius Maximus,
yes.
if you will. Like, why does it have that? And, I guess the answer is to tell the time precisely, but why does it need to tell time precisely like that? And unfortunately, that is not answered in the Pokedex entries.
Left to wonder.
Well, we may never know. But maybe is that they evolved, to be useful to humankind so that they can be, taken care of by owners or something. But I mean, like, humans pretty much take every single Pokemon as a pet. Like, even Pokemon that are, actively dangerous for us to own, we'll still be like, that one's mine.
Hey,
come on in my house.
Hey.
Hey, Magmar, come on in the house. I know you're, practically made of fire, but who cares?
Mm-hmm. You're warm, and I like it warm.
Yeah, so that doesn't seem likely to me. Okay, let's move on to the next entries. There's nothing from the Galar region. Well, nothing new from the Galar region. But we do have something new from the Paldea region.
Woohoo!
Woo, Paldea! They did it, guys.
Paldea
doing the most,
clutch.
Paldea.
All right, the first one says, Hoothoot's internal clock is precise at all times. It tilts its head in a fixed rhythm.
Okay.
Again, not saying that it's seconds. We don't know what the time scale is. And then the last entry says, since it tells time precisely, some countries consider it to be a deity of wisdom, versed in the ways of the world.
It's seen it all.
Very similar to what they said in the Sinnoh region, but they called this one a deity of wisdom instead of a wise friend, which is what they said in the Sinnoh region, which I love very much.
Which is very interesting because, it says that it's like a wise in the ways of the world. But I don't really see Hoothoots traveling the world very often. You know what I'm saying? Like, they pretty much stay in their typical tree. I don't know if I would go.
That
is true. You don't know that.
You don't. A lot of them look the same. It could be a different Hoothoot. You never know.
Please, I can identify any Pokemon on site. Okay.
I'm not trying to be rude by saying that, but I mean, with all due respect, Lex, a lot of you guys kind of look the same. So.
How dare you?
Sorry, I'm not trying to stereotype.
That is
kind of true.
That is our one and only compatriot.
Well, Lex is different because he's got a bow tie on.
We look at him every day. He almost skipped a beat. Any
Hoothoot that is employed by the GCLC, BOT, SCLC, all have a bow tie.
Well, so we have other Hoothoots employed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there's one in every classroom.
Every classroom has a Hoothoot.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Again, we use them instead of clocks because we're fools.
Right. I thought it was just this one. Sorry, I guess I didn't pay attention to the other classrooms.
Well, have you been in any other classrooms?
I've been into a couple. Yeah. I mean, I have other classes here too.
Mm-hmm. Name them.
Let's see. I had sociology here yesterday.
Wow.
I had history. I mean, lore.
Lore
tomorrow. And then I have one more class that I'm still. Oh yeah, I have intro to chemistry. That's what about Fridays.
What about Clown 202? Are you in Clown 202?
I'm still in. I'm in Clown 201 actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. So that is still like a second level.
I'm still in clown school, but what we do is there are a few students here that page in remotely through a webcam to the Saffron City Learning Center back at home. It's from Professor Mr. Mime.
So you're a remote student for that class.
I'm a remote student for Mr. Professor Dr. Mime's.
I'm pretty sure it's Professor Mime the Mr. Mime.
Professor Mime the Mr. Mime. I'm a remote student for that. But in here, I'm all in person, baby.
Don't forget the PhD after his name.
That's right. There's a PhD.
Professor Mime, the Mr. Mime PhD.
Man, does Professor Mime record his lessons like I do and post them?
No, he doesn't.
Spotify, oh man, he should. We could make it kind of like a spin-off lesson.
Hashtag spin-off.
Right. Yeah, we could
get hashtag spin-off.
Let's get it trending.
And maybe you could help him out with that, Corbin.
Maybe I could.
Yeah, since you speak Mr. Mime.
I don't.
You're so good at it too. They really
speak, so.
They really look at you like you're one of their own. You know.
Mr. Mimes tend to congregate towards Corbin as if they can sense camaraderie and.
Well, I'm a friendly guy, so it makes sense.
A kinship.
That's right.
It makes sense.
All right, there is one more regional Pokedex entry. It comes to us from the Lentil region. It says, Hoothoot are said to be more accurate timekeepers than any clock. As nocturnal Pokemon, they are not big fans of light, so they spend the daylight hours sleeping in holes in tree trunks. Nocturnal!
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Nocturnal.
Yes, so I think that's the first one that mentioned that they are nocturnal, which is... It seems like an oversight by most other of these.
Yeah, it's surprising that's the first one that mentions it.
All right, we have one unique Pokedex entry. It comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Hoothoot, the owl Pokemon. Hoothoot stands on one leg, but uses both its powerful eyes to see clearly even through the darkest night.
Ooh. There's a metaphor somewhere in there. Nocturnal,
but it has very, very powerful eyes that can see in low light situations. So that's a lot of additional information added in these last couple Pokedex entries.
I know, right?
Very interesting. So I'm sorry, what were you saying as a metaphor, Corbin?
Seeing into the darkest of night. Just sounds like a lyric.
Okay, yeah.
That I can't write.
With my powerful eyes,
Corbin, watch it.
What? I didn't say anything. That was him.
I'm watching you.
You did say, I think you did rhyme Darkest Night with which I can't write, so.
I did. That was not intentional, Professor. It never is, number one.
Well, tell that to the applause track that Portia played after it.
How do you know she played that after?
Oh, because I know. Did you not hear it? I heard it.
I mean, none of us can hear it. You don't hear it because it's not. You're confusing the students. You're gonna think they're gonna think this is happening in real time.
Maybe it is. Who knows? All right, that does it for all of the Pokedex entries on Hoothoot. So now I think it's time for a
go home
pop quiz.
Oh, poop!
Yes, you're right. Now it's time for a go home.
Another pop quiz. Oh yeah, been too long from my last pop quiz. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That song is now streaming on Spotify. You guys can get it.
Yeah, make sure it gets onto your Spotify on Wrapped.
Yeah. Listen to it 100 times for the end of the year. Thanks.
Yeah, see if you can get a couple thousand minutes on that. Getting the top 5% of listeners of that Mr. Curtis song.
Yep.
He's even recorded a thank you video for all you guys.
He knew it would blow up preemptively.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's him mispronouncing a thank you letter he wrote.
Listen, when the sloppy mouth strikes, the sloppy mouth strikes.
It strikes hard and without question. All right, do we have our Rotom laptops out and our Pokedexes away?
I pitched mine in the trash can a while ago, so yeah, it's away.
Question: which one, Pokedex or
Pokedex? My laptop's here, so we're good.
Okay,
good.
You might want to go find that Pokedex. It's a very, very important tool for us to use.
I'll get it after class. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. It's chilling in there with the Pokeball that I threw out the window.
Wait, now it's in the trash can now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Curse threw it away. Sorry, forgot about our lore. I mean history.
History, Corbin.
Sorry, history.
Okay. Question number 1: how many feet does Hoothoot have? All right, I know this is a low ball.
Ooh, this is hard.
A slow ball. I'm really underhanding this one to you.
This is a long haul slow ball.
Underhand. Yeah. So, but it's important information to know. All right.
Mr. Curtis, this is a very quick answer. You do not need to write a book for this one.
Yeah, we might not even have. I've noticed that Portia has started editing in time passing music. We might not even have to do that for this one.
We may not have to. Also, Portia's been doing that. Portia been on that.
Yeah, but I never listen.
Oh, that's right. You never go back and listen to our lessons. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I? I was here.
You don't want to relive the memories.
Thanks for the memories, but even if they weren't so good.
That's right.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome,
Mr. Curtis.
All right.
Well, I was saying thanks to the memories. I was thinking in my head.
Sure, yeah. Well, no, you did say it out loud. So.
Well, yeah, you thought.
No, I was thinking the memories in my head.
You said the first part out loud.
I was saying thank you to the memories that I was replaying through my head.
Oh, you were rubbing your head. I'm sorry. I was wondering what was going on.
Thanks, memories.
Both of the answers are in, and in case anybody has forgotten what the question was, it is how many feet does Hoothoot have? Corbin said 1.2. Care to explain, Corbin?
What's up?
You said 1.2.
1.2?
Whenever I send the messages, I always send it numbered.
I know. It's just funny, the juxtaposition of 1, 2.
What's
very funny?
What does 0.2 of a foot look like, Corbin?
It's something ghastly.
It's suck my butt, Mr. Curtis. That's what it is.
Whoa.
Whoa.
An S my B in my classroom?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
have to
mean
put
S-
soap in
SMB
your
out
mouth.
there. I didn't mean to do an S my B in class. That was bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just saying.
Play the S my B music.
No, wait. S my B music. What is that?
Suck my butt. Suck my butt. Suck my butt.
I
Thank
can't
you,
wait to
thank
hear
you,
what
Portia.
that sounds like afterwards. Okay.
That was incredible, Portia.
I'll have to re-listen to this lesson to understand what the S my B music is.
I think I like that better than the fair and equitable music. That was great.
Oh, now she's got to play the F and E music.
That's right.
Oh, fair. Oh, play it, Portia.
Fair and equitable.
I love that music. It's so good. All right, and Mr. Curtis says, Hoothoot has. That's weird. I added the weird extra
actually,
letters.
that sounds much better. I
No,
can
he
go
just
back and
spelled
edit it if you
Hoothoot
want.
normally.
That sounds like how Mr. Curtis would write it. Hootie
No,
hoots.
Curtis, if you edit it, that's a 0. That's no
It's a
points.
0. That's 0. You get banned
Don't
from the
edit it.
class,
Right.
and you get taken out back, and you get shot in the leg. Sorry. That was
You get
probably-
paper cuts. I'll
Paper
give you
cuts,
paper
sorry.
cuts.
That was
in
too
the back
much,
of the
sorry.
knee. All
Anyways.
right, so Mr. Curtis, anyways, says Hoothoot has 2 very speedy feet. Whip-ha!
Whip-ha!
whip-ha.
That's right.
Yes. Yes, you guys both got it right. Hoothoot has 2 feet.
Count
Very
'em.
good.
2.
1, 2.
2.
Yes, and not 0.2 of 1 foot. So,
Shut up.
I mean, I just got to be clear. These are our students. We got to make sure they understand.
They understand that I'm right.
It does look like 1.2. Question number 2. Where does Hoothoot spend most of its daylight hours? All right. I see my students are eagerly looking at me, so that must mean that they're ready.
I'm ready, Professor.
Ready.
Yeah, that was almost unintelligible.
I'm ready,
that's what we've come
I'm ready,
to expect.
Dad.
What?
What?
I said I'm ready, but I'm sad.
Is that what he said?
That's true. I'll allow it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. So the question was, where does Hoothoot spend most of its daylight hours? Corbin said, sleeping in a tree trunk. And Mr. Curtis said, they spend the way too bright hours of the day, mostly in tree trucks.
What's a tree truck?
Tree.
Their trucks made out of trees? Mr. Curtis, I didn't know they slept in trucks. That's cool.
Tree trucks, Curtis.
So what's wrong?
I'm sorry, Mr. Curtis. I might have to dock points on
But
this
I don't
one.
know. I don't know what he means. I don't know what he means.
Rotom laptop, what have you done? I'm sorry. It is autocorrect, Professor. It was autocorrect. Of course it would have been tree trunks.
We need to get back to the olden days of you getting penalized for spelling things wrong and losing points. Because it does matter.
I'm gonna say this one more time. All right, Corbin. It was only once before that I docked him for spelling things wrong, and it was in the Pidgeot lesson where he spelled Pidgeot to look like Pidgeotto, and that was a very important distinction.
I don't know if he means trunk or truck because he spelled
Now that
truck.
is true. I don't know.
But I don't even know what a tree truck is.
Wow, that you're really helping yourself.
Wow, I can't believe you put that in your answer then, Mr. Curtis.
Wow,
That's
you
right.
know what it is.
That's right. No, it wasn't me. It was me. It was the Rotom in my laptop. He did it. Look at his
taking
face.
off-
That's a guilty
Taking
face.
off 1/4 of a point.
Oh, man.
So Al. So you gotta make sure you spell things right. I mean, if you want to spell things in a goofy way, that's fine. Just don't make it a completely different word.
Yeah, you do it on your own dime.
Professor.
Stop rhyming, Corbin.
What?
Question number 3. What does Hoothoot's special internal organ sense that allows it to hoot at the same time every day? All right, let's see what my students have provided me with for this answer. Corbin says the Earth's rotation.
Very good.
You want to use, is that your final answer, Corbin?
Yep.
Okay. And then Mr. Curtis says it senses the spins of the world, just like my world spins around you, Professor. Please forgive me for my failures. And then he wrote wah with like 100 A's. And I'm not going to read all that.
Well, that's annoying.
Professor, would you like me to do it? I'll do it for you,
No,
Professor.
no, please, absolutely not. No.
I'm ready to move on.
Let him finish. Let him finish. We don't know where this is gonna go.
Sounds like a baby.
Put it on a t-shirt. All right. You guys both got it right. Good job.
Okay.
The Earth's rotation. You see, I thought I was going to trick you guys a little bit into, instead of saying what allows it to monitor the Earth's rotation, ask you the flip turnaround of that question. But you got it. Good job. Question number 4. Because of its ability to precisely tell time, many cultures view Hoothoot as a blank. Now, I have a couple of answers here.
We got to pick one. Multiple choice.
Yes. So option A is wise friend. Option B is divine messenger. Option C is deity of wisdom. And option D is all of the above. All right, both of the students have given me their answers. Corbin says all of the above, and Mr. Curtis says all of the above. Very good. Otherwise known as the bestest. Yes, the answer is all of the above. We have seen several names for Hoothoot in these Pokedex entries. They included Wise Friend, a Divine Messenger, and a Deity of Wisdom. You know, I like Hoothoot, but I kind of feel like those terms are a little bit too lofty for little Hoothoot.
Hey, Lex is all about that.
Oh, yeah, Lex didn't like that. Sorry, Lex.
Ooh.
Lex is all about that.
Yeah, I guess it's their kind of like their claim to fame.
Yeah. Lex, you're the bestest to me.
All right, very, very good job. Corbin, you got a 100. Mr. Curtis.
Woo-hoo! Feels good.
Mr. Curtis, you did not quite get a 100, unfortunately. I can't remember. I'm kind of behind on my grading, so I can't remember exactly what my grading scale was here, but you did not get a 100. That's okay. You know, Po Buddy's perfect, right, guys?
Hey, you said
sure
that
you
wrong.
Can't round me up, Professor?
What?
Sure you can't round me up, Professor, for all the good times we've had together?
No mercy. No mercy in this classroom.
That's right.
No mercy in this dojo, Mr. Curtis.
That's right.
Now drop and give me 50.
Right now. 1.
All right, while he's doing that,
2.
Corbin, do you know what Pokemon we're going to be learning about next week?
3.
It's the evolved form of Hoothoot, right?
This is
Yes.
4.
Is it, keep going.
5.
Is it Unpheasant?
No, it's not Unpheasant, it's not Decidueye, but again, I think it shares a lot of resemblance with Decidueye.
Is it, Noctowl?
Yes, we are learning about Noctowl next week. Very good, Corbin. Yeah, but that'll be for next time. If you have any questions for me, I don't hear those push-ups going.
Oh, he's stopping. Drop the knees.
9.
Pick him back up.
No knees. Nuh-uh.
No knees.
No
knees.
variations in this classroom.
Okay. All right. Straight for you, Professor.
Anyways, if you want to get in contact with me, the professor, or my teaching assistant, or I guess Corbin as well, I can pass some messages on to him.
Hey, I'm here.
You can find all of the different ways to contact us in the link tree provided in the description.
11.
There's a Gengar mail. There's a Flying Pokemon Theme Social Network Twitter. There's Patreon. Ooh, a Patreon.
Patreon.
Now, isn't that interesting?
Well,
yes, we do have a Patreon. Corbin, would you like to describe some of the benefits of the Patreon?
Yeah, so our Patreon has been popping off recently. Guys, just as a friendly reminder, the reason we plug the Patreon so much is because we want money. No, I'm just kidding. No. Jokes aside, the reason we plug the Patreon so much is I just want to remind you guys, we have no intention anytime soon of putting ads on the lessons, and this is our way of making sure that we don't need to do that because you guys are so nice and support us in other ways. But on Patreon, you get the full access to the Discord. You get to interact with us and all the other cool members. You get a Pokemon named after you. It's cool. Wonderful. You get to see Mr. Curtis's fun doodles and drawings. You get to listen to Q&As that we do. 30-plus minute Q&As. There's plenty of content. There's outtakes and bloopers from all the lessons, too. And not to mention, very soon, we're starting our Nuzlocke playthrough of a Pokemon game. And we'll be playing through that. A whole playthrough, the three of us.
We have a lot of logistics to iron out there, so we're not quite ready to start releasing those yet. But they are coming soon, and they are in the works.
But there's a lot of content on Patreon. There's a lot of stuff there.
It's really starting to stack up now.
Oh, yeah.
Some of it is even a little bit funny. So
some of it's very funny.
Go ahead and take a look at that.
That's pretty funny.
All right. But that's enough for this lesson. So until next time, Curtis, keep doing those push-ups.
Keep going.
13.
He's only on 13.
Oh, gosh. He's taking forever. He
14.
sucks.
All right, whatever. Class is dismissed.
15.
Keep going. That's it. Keep going.
16. Professor.